Hey Kevin, here's your stuff for you. Let's go through it. So the first thing I did is run something called a summary, and what that does is does your minimum, your maximum, first and third quartile, the median, and the mean. So that gives you a basic idea of how the numbers look. So there's your mean of 85.94. So the average grade was 95.9. The variance is 86.15, but remember that's in units squared, so we like to look at the standard deviation, and that's 9.28. The range is the maximum value minus the minimum value, so that will be your 100 minus 65.2, or 34.8. Okay, then the first plot that I did is a histogram. Nothing very exciting there. And you can just attach that. The next thing I did was calculate the skewness. I don't know if you guys, I don't think you guys did that, but just in case you did. If you look at the histogram, you notice the concentration of scores to the right-hand side. So we say that it is left skewed, and another word for left skewed is negatively skewed. So not surprisingly, we have minus 0.31. Okay, I know we did the coefficient of variation. That's just the mean. Oh, of course I did it backwards. All right, I can fix that. Hang on. It's standard deviation. I'm glad I'm looking at this. Over mean. And hang on a second, times 100. And that's going to be 10.8. No wonder that seemed weird. Now I feel better. I'm going to put that in there. And you change yours too, okay? How's everybody at your house? Okay. Let's just put this in here. And take this out. Yes, so you want it to be 10.8. Okay, and then the next thing is a box plot. Again, I'm not sure if you guys did that or not. You may have called it a box and whisker plot. If you don't need it, don't use it. Okay, confidence intervals. You probably started doing those in this section. And so you have things like x bar plus or minus z times sigma over the square root of n. So that's just what I calculated here. I did the minus. Then I did the plus. So your interval runs from 82.817 through 89.057. Okay. So it looks like you guys did pretty well on that test. And then if you think way back to the empirical rule, and you want to see what percentage of the data falls between x bar plus or minus 2 times s. So that's going to be, there's your x bar minus 2 times s. And that gives you the 67.37. Then if I look at x bar plus 2 times s, it gives me 104.5. Okay, so what I did is actually count up to see how many points in the data set fell between 67.37 and 104.5. And the only one that doesn't is the initial point, the 65. So if we just skip that one, we have 33 over 34, which is 0.97 or 97%. So in this data set, 97% of the data actually fell into the interval. So it's a little high when you think about the empirical rule, because we expect about 95. Okay, so you got your plots, you've got all your data. If you have any more questions, give me a yell, okay? All right, I'll send you the link to this in a minute.